So after Deion Sanders and Colorado win against TCU, who made it to the national championship last year, which nobody thought he would win, and when he came out in the press conference, he was talking about it. And Jason Whitlock, it really got up under Jason Whitlock's skin to hear Deion talk the way he talked. But this is what he had to say, man. Shout out to dreamerspro for the video.
Does Deion Sanders believe in Deion Sanders? He's certainly not acting like a believer in himself, the Colorado Buffaloes, or the God he proclaims when he occasionally takes a break from self-promotion.
Look, on every level that Deion has been on, he's always let it be known that God is what is using him, and he puts God first. And he's yelling that to the rooftops to all the people that tune in, right? And let's get the stats on that.
Colorado's upset win over TCU in Deion Sanders' first game with the Buffs draws over 7 million viewers. The Buffalo's 45-42 upset in Deion Sanders' first game as Colorado's coach, scored over 2.5 million more viewers than any other Saturday game, according to Sports Media Watch.
And so he's calling it self-promotion, but anybody else would call it marketing for a business that you have to get viewers in, right? And Deion's a master marketer. He's been that since he's created this Monica Primetime back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Jason Whitlock is tuning in to see what he's doing right now. But let's get back to what else he had to say.
Following Colorado's upset of 17th-ranked Texas Christian, Primetime behaved like an insecure 29-year-old woman trying to convince herself that streaming reality TV shows, cooking shashuka, and getting drunk at a Beyonce concert beats marriage and kids. Yeah, I went there. Remember the woman? Let's play the clip.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone, and I saw a picture of shakshuka, and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm going to learn how to make shakshuka today, because I have no plans, and I don't have kids, and I don't have a husband, and I don't have errands to run. I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to, really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Yeah, Deion, that's who you sounded like. The woman that's been beefing with Matt Walsh all weekend, that TikToker lying to herself. That's how Deion sounded.
I don't know if you was as lost as I am, but what is you talking about, man? What comparison are you? Let's get back to it.
On the heels of his 45-42 victory, Primetime walked into his press conference crowing about the receipts he kept on his critics and immediately transitioned into bragging about his son, Shedeur, Colorado's starting quarterback. The self-idolatry, hubris, and LeVar Ball impersonation were just the warm-up. It didn't take long for the first-year Colorado head coach to channel his inner Al Sharpton. Take a listen.
We're gonna continuously be questioned because we do things that have never been done. That's the way our life has presented themselves. We do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. When you see a confident black man sitting up here talking his talk, walking his walk, coaching 75% African Americans in the locker room, that's kind of threatening. Oh, they don't like that. But guess what? We're going to consistently do what we do because I'm here and ain't going nowhere. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute.
Deion Sanders is actually insanely insecure. He camouflages his self-doubt with gold chains, bluster, and bullying. He's 56 and insists that people refer to him as Prime, a secular materialistic character he created as a child at Florida State.
To say his confidence is not there is hilarious. Like, for Deion to play at the level that he played at and do it at the level that he did, I mean, his confidence is obvious. It speaks for itself. But whatever. And as far as the stage name thing, like Jamie Foxx, his real name is Eric Marlon Bishop. If he came on the show, would you call him Eric? You know what I'm saying? And let's go in your lane of, Mike Wallace, right? TV anchors and stuff. His real name is Myron Leon Wallace. Larry King, his real name is Lawrence Henry Ziegler. Hannah Storm, her real name is Hannah Lynn Storin Hicks, not Storm. So what is this thing? If Jay-Z were to come on the show, you would call him Sean Carter? Come on, man. It's marketing. It's marketing. And obviously, he gets it more than you do.
The lack of evolution and maturity are stunning. What's equally shocking is how many people play along with his cosplay. Most of the media celebrated Sanders' post-game antics. White reporters fear being labeled racist. Black reporters fear being labeled sellouts. The ex-jocks with a platform all want to be Deion and fear jeopardizing their invitation to speak to the Colorado football team. Deion ruined a fun, feel-good sports story. He needlessly racialized a game and demonized individuals who meant him no harm. I've tried my best to support Deion Sanders. I can't do it anymore.
He don't need your support. Trust me, he don't. He would do just fine as he has all these years without your support. You dig what I'm saying? And as far as the racial element is always there. It's just not something he's making up out of thin air. It's just that when he flips it and turns it and puts the words back in folks' face, they get uncomfortable about it. Just as white folk got uncomfortable, trying to remove critical race theory out of schools, right? Because their kids are uncomfortable, but they don't want to hear about it, right? But the race element is always there. As soon as Deion started making moves at Jackson State and he pulled Travis Hunter, here comes Nick Saban and all these other white coaches that have a problem with it. When they get recruits every year. But somehow Deion is stirring the pot. Like, what is he doing over there that's so different? Why is he getting the player? The race element is always there whether you want to admit it or not.
I spent the last 6 or 7 years hoping Deion's proclaimed Christian faith would begin manifesting itself in his public behavior. I'm the same age as Deion. I've been every bit as worldly, insecure, and foolish as Sanders. But you live long enough and you begin to figure out that God's ways are superior to man's. Deion hasn't surrendered to that fact yet. It's disappointing. But he's rarely confronted with any hard truth. He loves the lies and dopamine of social media. It's where he hunts for recruits and develops his worldview. Twitter has convinced Sanders that white football fans and coaches feel threatened by his skin color and ascension to head coach at a Power 5 school. It's as if he's unaware that he replaced a black head coach at Colorado and that black players dominate most locker rooms.
Deion is aware of all of that. And I'm just going to say, yes, it's white coaches that are threatened by him because he talks the way that he talks. And he carries himself with the confidence that's unbelievable. That's why people were shook and afraid of him on the NFL field as well. See, it's something about somebody that comes and talks like that and can back it up. Michael Jordan did it all this time. I wonder if Jason Whitlock felt this way about Michael Jordan. Because he did it all his career. He talked crazy on the court. But he could back it up and there wasn't nothing you could do about it. And this is Deion Sanders. He talks crazy on the field. He talks crazy in life. He talks crazy at everything he does because he know that he's blessed by God and he can back it up. And if that makes you uncomfortable, I don't know what to tell you to do with that, Jason. Like, you took this really far. You took this over the top. And I just didn't. It came out of left field. And I don't understand why. Now, I would say this. I mean, it's only one win. So we gotta lace up and go handle some more business. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of the season is still here. It's still more people to prove wrong. It's still more chips to get off your shoulder and all of that. Yeah. So it don't stop after just the one win. But that was a big win when everybody was against you. So we celebrate quickly. But even after the game, all the stuff he was talking, he was still picking his own team apart. Like, it's a lot of stuff we did wrong. So it is what it is, man. I'm going to hang this up right here because Jason Whitlock, it just seems like, he comes across, it seems like he may be a little upset that he can't talk as confidently as Deion about his skill set, or I don't know. I really don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. But I was very surprised to hear another black man talk the way that he talked about Deion right now. And he went on and on and on and on. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I'm going to just cut it there. And you let me know what you think about it, man. Because this dude, like, once again, like I say, it's marketing. Deion knows how to make people tune in and how to keep you glued to the screen. And the whole time he's doing it, he's still hollering out how God has blessed him. So if that's not putting, getting people to know about the goodness of God, I don't know what it is. All I can say is I've heard him talk about God way more than I've ever heard Jason Whitlock mention it. But this is your boy P. Camp. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.